So this one's going to be an interesting one, and especially when I try and figure out, and maybe I don't need to figure it out, how I'm going to communicate this, but it's a love letter from your person. Let me pull a few cards, and then maybe that will get me started on the information they want to share with you. I'm smiling because the cards are already giving me the answers. They're already communicating with me. So this love letter that they want to give to you, it might be literal, but let's take it as if it's their subconscious talking to me to give you that letter in this form of the video. So this letter contains all the answers you've been seeking. There is nothing held back. There is nothing hidden. It's full vulnerability coming through. You notice that I'm not actually going to be relaying line by line what each letter is. I mean, each line is sentences and stuff, but it's more of a summary of what that letter is. That letter answers all of your questions, as I was saying. It also gives you information, insight into maybe what's been delaying, why things have not been happening, why they've been holding back. But with all of those explanations comes forward movement, because it's kind of like you need to know the past, you need to know the reasons, because you have those questions and they want to share everything with you, relating to, ensuring that you feel happy, that you've got all of the information you need and want. Then they come with progress. They want to take things forward. They don't want to just give you this letter and then go, okay, that was my explanation, and then the business term call for action is coming in, but please, I think that's just coming through on a humorous part. But they want to have an action plan to take things forward, not just give you reasons. They just don't want to give you a letter and go, well, okay, this is my side of the story, because the whole point of this letter is to connect with you. It's to move things forward with you. It's to show you their commitment towards this, towards you. And they want to not miss that opportunity or close that door again, or because why would you give a letter? And so they want to have that plan of action to take things forward. And of course, with that, there may well be an exchange in telephone numbers, messages, other things. I'm kind of seeing back and forth. So it's not just a one-sided offering, it's like an open door. Here's my number, or a reason to respond back, and it triggers off communication between the two of you. But this love letter is very much about them expressing that they're sorry, that they know they've hurt you, they know they've taken a long time, they know that you've been really patient, they know that you've been very pissed off with them a lot of the times, they know that you have given them multiple, and I can keep on going on with the multiples, chances, and they know that this is probably the last one that they have, so they're not going to mess that one up. But I think it's the vulnerability they show in that letter that will surprise you. I think it's going to be the openness of circumstances, situations, things that they share with you that will give them a chance, because I'm not seeing from your side that this love letter comes, it's ripped up and it's thrown in the bin. Your curiosity, where I got an accent, your curiosity will get the better of you. Of course you're going to read that letter, because you're pissed off. You are pissed off. I'm not saying you're not pissed off. You are pissed off, but you're not that pissed off that when that kind of a letter comes to you, sorry, thought I had something there, that kind of a letter comes to you, that you're going to literally rip it up and chuck it in the bin. Because if you do that, I see you then sellotaping it together, trying to figure out what they've said, but I know that you won't do that anyway. You will definitely read that letter. You will definitely, and now I'm talking as if this letter's going to come, but it could be a text, it could be some kind of back and forth communication, but it's the expression of the things that they want to tell you. It's the expression of what they want to share with you. So it's not just I'm the victim, this is what happened to me, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. Is taking responsibility for why they couldn't do it, but then going, okay, now let's take this forward in some form. Let's do something about it. And because of all of those kinds of actions, that letter will mean something to you, because they're not shutting you off, they're not cutting you out, they're not shutting you down. They want you to be a part of their life, and they communicate that very clearly. And I was going to say there's no doubt. This communication or letter or whatever it may be that will be coming forward, you have absolutely zero doubts at the end of it to where things will be going. And that's what you've been waiting for a very long time. So even though it's not part of the reading, I feel I need to tell you this. When is this letter coming? Because if you're anything like me, then the when on a human level becomes important. So because now it's turned into literal, because I did say at the beginning of the video, you could take this video to mean that that is the letter from them. But my guides, your guides, their guides have now turned it into a literal. So when is that letter going to be coming? Expect some form of communication within. I'm being given 3 is coming through very strongly, but I'll extend it to 5. Within 3 to 5 days, expect some form of communication. I cannot, because we have so many modern ways of communicating with one another now, I cannot make it literal to the kind of correspondence format that it's going to come to you, but because it could be email if they have your email address, it could be social media if they have your social media handles, or it could be a literal letter, or it could be a text message if they have your number. So that's what I mean, that I can't do it on a literal, because there's so many doorways to sending it. So however they send it, expect it within 3 to 5 days. And with that, progress will be happening. With that, your answers, your questions will be answered. It's going to be a back and forth of exchange, but it literally is a rite of passage, is the thing that I keep on getting, and things progressing and moving forward. But it will be definitely a heartfelt conversation or exchange that will be happening. Remember to write it in the comments if all of this resonated with you, and if you get that letter. If you want a more detailed reading regarding this or anything else, then hop along to all the links in my bio. You can book a one-to-one or any other kind of reading that resonates with you. Hop along to our shop. It's got all of our items to help with love, wealth, removing blocks and anything else that you can think of. And lastly, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video as well, because that's always useful and helpful. And with all of those things said, I will see you next time.